Please help me welcome my friend, Chance Welton. Chance, are you there?
What's up, guys? Good to
How you
see
doing, my man?
you. Yee!
How are you, brother?
Yeah, good, man. Honored to be here and support you with your amazing book launch. I've seen a lot of familiar faces in the chat, so it's good to see some of our people here. And yeah, just stoked for you, man. Love to be here and support you, and really just encourage people to help rewire their minds for wealth, because it's so important if we want to get to those things that we really want to attain in life. It really starts with our subconscious. And you're so profound in this space, brother, so I'm honored to be here.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Now, you are the founder of a beautiful company called abundance.io, and there it is,
There it
abundance.io.
is.
And you help entrepreneurs and new startup entrepreneurs kind of get into the world of business by helping them with different strategies and tools and systems and how to do that. Why did you create this company?
That's a great question. So abundance, we have over 6 partners now, or 6 different online businesses that you can create from proven methods that people have already gone out and generated multiple 7 or even 8 figures in these industries. And then they teach our students how to do it step by step. And it came from a place of, when I started my entrepreneurial journey, I failed at multiple businesses. I was in debt, homeless at one point, and just could not make ends meet. Like, I had the desire, I had the positive mindset, I had the work ethic. I grew up on a farm, working before school, after school. Like, I was like, man, if someone could just show me how to do it and say, Chance, here's how you make $1 million a year. You show up on these calls with me. Here's a step-by-step business model. I'm going to hold you accountable. If I just had that, like, it would have saved me a lot of pain, a lot of pain and a lot of failure. And so as we continue to build out our business, once I found success in the agency world and scaled that to multiple 7 figures, I had a lot of other people ask me, how do you do that? What are you doing in life? I've seen your life change so fast, and teach me. So after I taught quite a few people, how to do it, I was like, wow, there's really a big need here. So my business partner and I, Abdul, set out to start our first educational platform back in 2017. And that could just continue to grow to now where we've taught over 35,000 people how to start an online business in 4 different industries. And it's growing very, very rapidly. So it came from my own experience of wanting to find abundance, and was literally willing to do whatever it took to find somebody that could teach me how to do it. And so now we built an entire team around that of, holding people accountable, showing up every day. And each one of our platforms, there's 15 live calls a week, and just really helping people close that wealth gap as soon as possible through our different educational platforms.
I love it. That's kind of why you and I are working together, right? Like, I'm taking the consciousness side and helping people rewire their brains so that they have, because like, you work with entrepreneurs, you work with people every single day, but it's the mindset that stops people. It's the consciousness. We get stuck inside that. But I want to ask you something specific right now. I have 6 questions I want to ask you that are crucial. I think that they're going to help people understand some things about themselves. First question is this, Chance. What does wealth mean to you?
Wealth is freedom. Wealth is, I can be wherever I want, with whoever I want, doing whatever I want, and nobody is telling me what to do. That is wealth for me.
I like that answer. I've never heard that. I like that answer a lot. That's a great answer. How did you develop your relationship with money?
When I was growing up, you hear those things, money doesn't grow on trees. I was working harder, not smarter. In order to be wealthy, the rich screwed people over. They were evil. I had all these bad beliefs around money. So I had a terrible relationship with it. I had a terrible relationship with wealth. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand that you needed to go through massive transformation in order to create wealth. I couldn't keep doing the same things over and over and over again, expecting different outcomes. I couldn't keep working a dead-end job to get more money or have more wealth or have more freedom. And over the years, I started surrounding myself with people that were living the life that I wanted and had wealth, not just finances, but with their families, with their health, with their spirituality, with their friendships, with their, I even consider, wealth even in the places that you live, your day-to-day experience, your day-to-day lifestyle. And so I knew that in order for me to attain those certain things, I had to change the way that I perceived and the relationship and the belief that I had with money and with success. And so years of therapy and meditation and being around the right people, eventually the subconscious was starting to start saying the right things to me instead of the bad things of like, man, I'm a good person. So I know if I go out and generate wealth and finances, I'm just going to be able to have more impact in the world and be able to do more things. Money is just energy. And if you're a great person, you know how to channel that energy in the right way, you can have massive impact and change lots of lives.
It's so true, right? It takes work, and I hope you guys get that today, right? You heard it from Joe right in the beginning. You heard it from Jen. Now you're hearing it from Chance. It's not like I don't care where you are in your journey. Like it's not something that is magically just given. Here it is. It's anointed. It's something that we all work on, and you take through the journey to work on it for yourself. And when you started to develop this, like, was there an event that happened or something that triggered to sit and say, like, I know in my life exactly when it was. I was like, that's it, never again, different life. Like, was there something for you that happened that made you trigger that experience?
To trigger like wanting the change, wanting to
Yeah.
have wealth, wanting to have money. Um, I would say there's a lot of things that had to happen and kind of build on themselves. And I wondered why I kept having the same experiences over and over and over again. And, resented people that were successful and resented people that had success because I didn't have it and I didn't understand it and I didn't understand how they got there. Um, my father took his own life in 2010. And that was the waking moment for me of like, we don't have 80 years on this planet. It's not guaranteed. We're not guaranteed 100 years on this planet, right? My dad was 49 when he passed. And I thought, oh, I got all the time in the world to build a relationship with my dad. I'm young, I'm 20. I got all the time in the world to build success, to build a family, to do this. And I was procrastinating all these things and pushing them back because I was like, oh, I got plenty of time in the world. I didn't understand time. I didn't understand I didn't respect my brain power. I was dedicating all that energy and attention on things that weren't going to help me move closer to my goals. And so when my dad passed, that was the waking moment of, wow, like that's only 20 some years from where I'm at today is when he passes. And that was the aha moment of, wow, life is short. I need to start taking the right steps in the right direction to get what I actually want in life so that I have the time to be around my family, so that I'm not working myself to death when I do have kids. Now that my son's 1.5 years old and I get to hang out with him every day, it's just like the greatest experience ever.
Isn't it? And it gets better. It gets better, right? Until like they start pooping and doing all, they yell at you, but it's better. I'll tell you what, it's the greatest experience. Like to me, wealth, like I'll define maybe my term of wealth inside of it. It's the experience of love. Like that's what wealth is to me, the experience of love, of all aspects of it. And whether it being a dad, whether it be writing a book, whether it be, going on a trip, whether it be doing a vacation, whether it be working, I don't care. It's the experience of love. Like that to me is wealth. That's what it comes down to inside it. So Chance, now you went from living homeless to having an abundance of money to helping other people create money. Was there something in your psyche that said, hey, you know what? I've got to actually shift this and I want to help more people do it. And there was almost a resentment and anger towards yourself that made you sit and say, I'm never going to let someone else go through this, because you don't help 35,000 people if you're not playing a bigger mission here, right? So what's the bigger mission inside this? Because you're making such a dramatic impact helping so many people, which I love and I respect tremendously in how you're doing it. Like, how's that mission come into play that for you?
It was just kind of one goal after the next. And at first it was helping a couple people and then a couple hundred people and then a couple thousand people,
Yeah.
and just seeing the transformation. And, making another check from another client wasn't exciting for me anymore, but seeing somebody literally transform their entire life in a matter of months, some faster, some longer, but, in a matter of going through the 90-day boot camp, was like, wow, this is what I wake up for. Like to see that transformation, because I see me when I was struggling transforming into their higher self, like on a daily basis. And it becomes like, it was just my new addiction, is just like watching people transform. And, where it was like, well, not everybody wants to learn about generating leads and creating an agency and being a consultant. Like not everybody wants to do that. So, we just asked that next bigger question, how do we help more people? And then that's when we were running into others that have these amazing gifts, these amazing wealth hacks that they didn't know how to share it with the world. Well, we had figured that out. So it was just like, okay, well now, we're working with Tom and he understands Amazon and he, makes over $1 million a month with Amazon. And he's exited with a few of his products for multiple millions of dollars, but didn't have a way to really take that to the masses to really help people. Now we've helped him, grow that to over 8,000 students now inside of learning how to have platform arbitrage. Because on Amazon, right, the buyers and sellers are already there. You just got to supply a good product. And so it eliminates all of those other issues with like trying to find customers, marketing, sales. Like you can have a great product, you can have a great idea, but if you don't have sales, you don't have a business. And people really overlook that. So that's why we've really taught these business models on these platforms, is because like we're teaching how to build a business where there's already buyers and sellers. So you have a very high chance at success as long as you show up and do the work. So then the Amazon worked really well. And I'm like, well, great. So there's a bunch of people we've helped there. Now let's teach, digital publishing and how to, publish books. Now let's teach, trading. Now let's teach Airbnb. And there was like all these other things coming to the play. We're like, man, these people are finding success very quickly. And so when that number went from, a couple hundred to now over 35,000, it happened quite quickly because we were in alignment and we were adding massive value to the world. And we found other people that cared. Like we outcare the competition. That is a value and a principle inside of our business. And we just simply kept doing that again and again and again. And that's what allowed it to grow so fast. And now we have over 150 employees in our head office in Vancouver and are serving tens of thousands of people a month. And
That's amazing.
It was seeing that next problem, seeing that next goal, and then it allows you to create more and add more value. And that's what's so fun about being in the entrepreneurial space. Like every day is different. We're growing, we're building, we're having impact. It's fun. And it's just like that next goal. So our goal with Abundance is to teach 1 million people how to become financially free, not just make money online, but become financially free. Yep. So that they can go out there and have true impact in the world. Because we teach 3 stages of wealth, 4 stages of impact. Once you understand creating multiple streams of income and set up generational wealth, now how do you go out there and have an impact in the world in some of these countries where they're living in fear? They can't find food. They can't find water. How can you reach out an arm and help people in other parts of the world?
So true. And I just wanted to sit and say, like, everything you're saying is so true. Outcare the competition. That's so good. I don't know about you guys. I wrote that down. I interrupted myself. Outcare the competition. Chance, you are a firecracker. There's no doubt about it. I love you, brother, and I love the work we're doing, and we're on the path. I just want to say, if anyone is looking for a good product on Amazon, just hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Just a
there
thought.
You go.
Just an idea. I'm just saying. But nonetheless, Chance, brother, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day away from your son and your family for being here. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my friend Chance Welton. Go check him out at abundance.io.